bit into Office Mix, and I've shared it with a couple of people, at least one professor and one student, and they both have loved it. The professor emailed me and told me how, you know, it's definitely working in her class. So we're going to get started. I hope that you can see my page here. So you're going to want to go to mix.office.com, and this is the page that you should see. Okay, once you're here, you're going to want to click on the Get Office Mix icon here. And once you click there, it should take you to a sign-in page. Okay, this sign-in page, me being the Google person that I am, I'm going to, you know, by nature, click on the sign-in with Google, but there are a couple of other options. I have seen that the sign-in with the school or school account, that one does not work very well, but the sign-in with the Microsoft account, that one does work, and it works for students, not professors or faculty, but it works with the students because they do have an Office 365 account, so it will work with the students. Okay, so once you sign in, let me switch my screens here. Once you sign,
let me interrupt. Which one do they need to use to sign in? They just need to create a new account.
No, if you have a Gmail account, use the Gmail account. If you have a Google account, use the Gmail account.
Okay, what if they don't have a Gmail?
If they don't have a Gmail, you could try to use the other, but you would probably have to get the Gmail account.
So to get a Gmail account for you that don't have one, most of us probably do, but for those that don't have one, we just go to google.com and just at the bottom of that screen, just create a free account.
Okay, so you're seeing my welcome to Office Mix? Okay, once you log in with the Google account, it should automatically pull up your PowerPoint screen. So once there, I don't know if you can see, sometimes my WebEx likes to take over my computer and get a little bullyish and won't let me show everything. But if you can see at the top up here, you'll have your usual PowerPoint ribbons and your usual things that you can create your PowerPoints with and whatnot. But if you already have a PowerPoint that you would just like to go in and annotate on, or, you know, just recreate and make your own, you can click the File button up here and then click your Open. I have a couple in here that I have a PowerPoint in here that I've already been working on, so I'm going to click on that. So then I'm going to go back and click on my Mix tab up here, and this is where the magic is going to happen. So starting off, you have your slide recording option here, and this is where you're going to want to go in and, you know, do your recordings and such. And then you have a couple of other tabs that are pretty much self-explanatory. You have your quizzes and apps. This will allow you to incorporate a quiz at the end of your PowerPoints just to see how your students are grasping the information. And then you have your screen recording and screenshots. You can also insert a video or some audio clips that you have on your computer. Okay, and we will go into the other ones just a little later. So I'm going to go back here to the slide recording and click there. Once I click there, let me move James over just a little bit. Okay, once I click there, my screen is going to turn black. I am now in my record feature. And over to the right-hand side of my screen, you're going to want to first make sure that your camera and your audio, your microphone is activated or is plugged up. So right now my camera is not, so I'm going to click, and I'm having a little trouble with my camera here, but I'm going to click there. It comes in.
Yeah,
Yep.
because you're in WebEx using your camera, it's not going to use both. They're going to allow you to use both. So make sure that you're, if, for those out there that's going to be using it, you're only using one camera with one program.
Okay. And so, again, I'm going to do the same for the microphone, and make sure my microphone is connected. Okay, then as you can see down at the right up under your audio and video options, you have a few little color tools, a few little color buttons. These are your inking options here. This is where you can go and create or pick different colors to mark on your slides. Okay, so when I'm ready to start recording, I will hit record. And once I am recording, I will see a dotted red line that is going around my picture, and this will just simply let you know that you are being recorded. Your camera or your video is going to pop up in maybe the right-hand corner of your screen automatically, but you can move it. Once you're done and your slides are up, you can reposition where your video is. So here you see that I am marking on the slide, and I can progress to the next slide. And I want to highlight what WebEx is. It is an enterprise video conferencing solution. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the next one, and I am just seamlessly, just going through my slides and marking on them as I should, explaining points as I go. So once I am done, I will stop my recording using the stop button that's up at the top. Okay, once I am done, you see where up here at the top I can go back and review my slides, preview my slides, or edit the slides if maybe I fumbled or something and I need to go back in and take something out. So I'm happy with what I've done. So I'm going to hit close. And then I'm going to go up to the top in that little middle section up there where I said I would come back to. And I have an option that will let me preview my recordings. So I can go there, I can click there and preview what I've done. And you can hear it playing. So we're going to stop that. And then I can upload to my mix, or if, as I did for the student didn't have an account, she used my account. So we exported her video and saved it to the desktop, and she was able to take that file and load it to YouTube and then send that link out to her teachers, which, in your case, if that's what you want to do, you can take that file, download it to your computer, then upload it into your Blackboard or however you wish to do that. Okay, and so we will go here to upload my mix. Okay, you will have a few questions to go through here. So you just hit next. And again, you're going to have to sign in again so that you can go into your account here. But we're going to kind of skip all that for the sake of time. But there is one little area, one little specific thing that I want to make you aware of. After it loads and it goes through all of that stuff, you're going to be asked to click a button or click a box where it's going to enable playback on mobile devices. This is so that your students will be able to watch on their iPads or their cell phones or whatever other type of mobile device that they may be using. So you're going to want to make sure that you click that button. Okay, once your video is uploaded, once your video is uploaded, you will have a, let me sign in. Give me just a second. I want to show you how you can go in and manage your accounts. Okay, once you sign in, you have your My Mixes tab. And here you see I have quite a few mixes created. And the cool thing about Office Mix, you know, your students may come back and say, oh, well, I couldn't see it, or I watched it, but you can actually go in and be able to tell who watched it and how long they actually spent on it. Okay, that will be under your analytics. So you can take that particular mix and you can see the visitors, or you can see how many times they viewed it. You can do analytics by the slides, by visitors, or by the exercises that you may have in that mix. Okay, let's go under details here. Under your details, this is where you're going to want to name your mix. So I have a presentation 6 here, and under the description, let's just say WebEx training. Okay, we can fill in a category and the tags. Okay, this is another important area, your permissions and your sharing. If you go with the unlisted, which I recommend, the unlisted is only if you send them the link. So they can only get to it if you put this link inside of your Blackboard account, or if you email it out to the students. And another important feature here is the closed captioning. The student that I mentioned earlier, she was a hearing impaired student, so this definitely worked for her, and I did look into it a little further, and it does work with some of the devices that they have over in the Disability Support Center. So it all works very well with the students, any student that may have a disability. So going back to the My Mixes tab, the computer stopped going so slow. Okay, this is where all of your mixes will be housed. So if you want to just go back and recreate one, or you can go back and send, you want to resend it or use it for another class, you can definitely do that here. You can also delete it. And let's go back to the PowerPoint. Okay. Okay, if we go back into the PowerPoint, and it's easy to insert a quiz here at the end. But once you go in and try to insert your quiz, let's do the true-false. So here, if you go in and try to enter a true-false quiz, you're going to always want to make sure you hit trusted. If you don't, it's not going to incorporate. So let's enter a question here. And then here you can click the check mark to choose the right answer. And once you hit preview, that goes into your PowerPoint presentation. So I don't know if you could really see it well, but I just clicked on the check mark here and I hit submit, and it let me know that I did create the right answer. So if you want to go back in and see, you know, what your students' answers are or how they did, you would just go back into the My Mixes. And click on the analytics for this. Okay, that didn't work right. But you would go in through here. I think I chose the wrong one. But you would go in and you would be able to see how many your students got right or how many they got wrong, and even if they did answer the questions. So in a nutshell, that is Office Mix. Do we have any questions?
It's not available for Mac.
That is correct. I'm sorry.
That's okay, but I have a Windows computer at home, and you said you can use it with Office 365, is that right?
The students, yes, sir, and students that, because the students have Office 365, they are able to use that Microsoft login.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you can view it on an iOS device. You can view it. You just can't create a mix using an iOS device.
Okay.
For the quizzes that you do, is that something you can look at for each individual, like it can be connected to an actual student, or is it just randomly anonymous kind of answers?
Say that one more time for me.
When you do quizzes, does that actually have it linked to an individual student? Are they going to have a username or something like that for it to be linked to them?
Well, you know, whenever you do sign in, whenever the students view it, at some point they may have to sign in. So it will be, you can go in if they are asked to sign in. I have seen cases where they don't have to sign in. So I guess the answer to your question is going to kind of be both. It will tell you how many people have taken the test and what their answers are. But if you set it to where in the area where we were doing the settings, the security settings and whatnot, you can set it to where, you know, they have to log in, and once they log in, it will have their name, and yes, sir, you will be able to see what their answers were and how many they got right or wrong.
Okay.
And if they pass, so yes. And that is under the, let me see if I can go back here. That you will find that under the My Mix, under the My Mixes tab.
Okay.
You will go in under the analytics and the details and such in that area.
Okay.
Marquitta, can we go back to the screen that had the accessibility part? So I want to go over that a little bit because several folks on campus have showed interest in that, and I kind of want to do a little bit more directives on that to help out. You still have that up?
I don't think so. Hold on, let me see.
All right.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is, see if you can get there real quick. If I'm not mistaken, Office Mix, it does not generate closed captions on its own. You can upload a transcript into your video, or you could, if I'm not mistaken, Marquitta, they have a service that they recommend that you could send the video to get transcoded if you would need that.
Yes, I'm trying to find that for you, but
okay. And that's one way that you could do that if you need closed captions. Another way that you could do this is you could export your video out. You can convert it down to an MP4 file, and then you can load that video onto your YouTube channel. And you could edit the captions on YouTube yourself. And if you need help with any of that, you can just contact me, myself, Marquitta, or Topaz, and we would love to help you. And we got some video, a little quick 5-minute video to show you how to upload videos to YouTube and edit the captions on YouTube if you should need it. Topaz is the one there smiling. So if you should need that service, but there is a service within Office Mix that assists you with that, and we could, if she can't find it real quick, because I did put it on the spot, and we can send it to you in an email, the process for that. But you can convert that down, your video down, export it out. Instead of giving the link to your students, you just export it out as an MP4 file, load that to YouTube, and then edit your captions on YouTube as well. It's really easy to do. Any more questions from anybody? Okay.
I'm having to go in to get back to that page.
Okay.
So, like you said, if you just want me to email that out,
yeah, we'll
I can do that.
That was in the session today. We'll send you an email with that info on it that you can have it. And if you need assistance with it, we'll be glad to help you with it. And then in that email, I'll include the YouTube video where we show you how to load videos and edit captions on that. How about that? That'll simplify it and get everything done for everybody. All right, so. All right, well, if any questions, Marquitta, how do they contact you for if they want a one-on-one session, or if they want some more information, or they want you to come show our department how to use it?
Well, you can always call me at 775-4133 or email me at Marquitta, MarquittaPatterson at uncp.edu.
775-4133 and then Marquitta.Patterson at uncp.edu.
Can you see the whiteboard?
Oh, Marquitta. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I can't see it.
I see a whiteboard.
There it goes. There it goes now. Everybody see our contact information? That's cool. And everybody, we are using Cisco WebEx, and just as a heads up, this is coming to you very soon. We're going to be a rollout for everyone on campus, and for the students, you're going to be able to go to a website, log in with your UNCP credentials, and have access to everything that we did today so far as the WebEx. You can create your own class settings, use it as office space, virtual office space, or classes as well. We're almost there. DeWitt has been working on that really hard the last few weeks, and we're working on what we call the single sign-on part. So we're working on, actually, that's the piece that uses your UNCP network credentials and account to log in. So that's where we are now, and we're almost there. So be patient just a little bit longer, because I know some people that are really anxious to use this for their online classes. But so be on the lookout from your email from the DeWitt Help Desk on this, because it can roll out any day now to you and your students. So it's a powerful new piece that's coming in. We love it, as you can see. So thanks for coming, everybody. And like I said, if you have any questions or comments or whatever, just let us know, and we'll see you next time in a few weeks. Thanks again.
Thanks.